Hey, how's it going guys? Natasha here from IGN Southeast Asia. And today, if you guys are thinking of picking up a laptop that's great for school or work and can do some basic gaming, well, I have a magical option for you guys. The Honor MagicBook AMD. Get it? Because it's the MagicBook magical option? No? Okay. This laptop is only 1.45 kilograms in weight and measures at 14 inches. Now, what really piqued my interest about this laptop is the CPU. It runs on the AMD Ryzen 5 CPU alongside with 8GB of RAM, which is more than enough power to run your basic needs for gaming. Unfortunately, what's kind of skeptical is the GPU, which is the AMD XFR mobile graphics processor, which is something I'm very unfamiliar with when it comes to gaming. A little bit more about this bad boy: 256GB SSD, 57.4 watt-hour battery alongside a 64-watt Type-C fast charger, a fingerprint reader on the power button, which is very convenient, a multifunctional Type-C port, a Type-A 2.0 as well as a Type-A 3.0 port, a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is great for us gamers, and an HDMI port for those of you guys who want to plug in a larger monitor to your laptop. The keyboard is kind of flat for gaming, which is expected since it's a very portable sort of laptop, but it does provide a very comfortable typing experience alongside the perfect clackety-clack when you press on the buttons. Also, this laptop, despite it coming from China, runs on Windows 10, so you don't have to worry too much about picking up this laptop for work or school. Design-wise, you guys won't be expecting a gaming laptop look from this laptop. This laptop is very basic, very minimalistic, and very sleek, which I really like. It's a full silver laptop with a black keyboard inside, and the Honor logo on the back is purplish blue, which gives the laptop just a nice splash of color, I think. The touchpad is one of the comfiest touchpads I've used in a while, and it has the perfect glide and resistance, as well as a lot of room for me to swipe my fingers around if I do decide to game on it.
Look at all this floor space. So much aerobics in here. So many activities.
Now let's talk performance. We tested 3 of the most basic games that everyone plays on this laptop. We're not gonna commit this laptop to any heavier games due to some limitations of the GPU, as well as throttling if the laptop does decide to overheat. I'm not about to break this laptop for y'all. Anyways, the first game we tested out was League of Legends, which is my favorite game that I decide to pick out anytime I decide that I want to have a very, very salty day. It maintained a 70 to 90 frames per second on medium. However, when we kicked it up a notch up to highest, that's when some problems happen. It does have a lot lower frames as well as some lag, and the laptop does get a little bit warm. Next up is Valorant, everyone's current favorite game. I'm a Sage main myself. The game hovered around 94 to 107 frames per second on lowest settings. I think that's more than enough for you guys to play Valorant anyways. You don't really need to go super high graphics when you play these type of games. And I highly recommend not kicking it up a notch because the frame drops are pretty bad when you kick it up to medium, and the laptop does get pretty loud. The graphics look lovely at their own, and my reaction time wasn't really hindered by the 14-inch display because even though it was tiny, the bezels were slim enough to give me more than enough space to see what's going on the screen. Final game, let's talk about CSGO. This one's a little bit heavy for some reason. Automatically, the game set me on medium, and it was a pain to play on medium because the laptop got really loud and hot, and I was only getting about 40 to 60 frames per second. So I decided to turn it down a little bit, went to lowest graphics with anti-aliasing off, and I was hovering around 80, which is alright, but not the best for these kind of shooting games. The laptop remained quite warm throughout my session, but nothing too scary. Using the keyboard while gaming was alright. I didn't have too much trouble adjusting to the flat keyboard, but my only concern is accidentally breaking some keys, especially for League of Legends keys such as R and F from spamming out of anger. Don't be like me, guys. Audio-wise, the laptop was pretty great. It does come with 4 speakers, 2 in the front and 2 in the back, and is powered by Dolby Atmos. It's actually really good for playing more immersive games, but for games that do require surround sound such as CSGO, Valorant, Apex Legends, and everything else in between, I do recommend headphones. So another thing that really interested me about this laptop is the dual antenna design. It's actually supposed to stop interference when you're using the Wi-Fi. So I did try and test it out. Usually when I go from my gaming room to the living room, my phone does tend to lag a little bit because the Wi-Fi is trying to find the strongest signal in my house. But when I used the laptop, I didn't seem to have an issue with that. My games didn't have too much of a ping spike. So you know what? I guess it works. Of course, we can already tell for games such as Dota 2, Transistor, Apex Legends, and everything else in between should be able to run fine on this laptop on lowest graphics graphics with anti-aliasing off. But I do recommend not playing anything higher than that because you are going to permanently damage your laptop. So now to answer all of your questions, can we game on the Honor MagicBook AMD? Heck yeah, you can, but to an extent. But it's better than not being able to game at all, right? Anyways, for more information on laptop, do check out our upcoming review soon and let us know what you guys want to see us review next in the comment section below. I'm Natasha and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!